All right, this is Boxing with the Truth, and I am the Truth. It's May 31st, 2015, and today we're here with Angelika Rascon. How you doing today?
Hi, I'm good, and you?
I'm good. I appreciate you taking time to do the interview for us. So,
Thank you.
I just want to go over a few facts for the boxing fans. You fight at bantamweight. You're actually 4-0 right now with your record, right, as a pro? Yep. And now you live in Texas, but you're originally from Mexico, right?
I was born and raised in Mexico, but I reside in El Paso, Texas. And she became naturalized here in the United States.
Okay, and before we get into the rest of the interview, I just want to make it clear for all the boxing fans so they don't get confused. During some of the interview, there will be an interpreter, so people don't get confused if you hear two different voices. Angelika she does speak some English. Now, you just recently had a fight in the U.S., which was your debut fight, correct? I mean, in the U.S.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, how did that go? Obviously, I know you won, but I mean, compared to fighting in Mexico, how was that for you fighting in the U.S.?
Yeah, what it is that you're in Texas or in El Paso, the competitors are more challenging.
Okay.
Definitely, it's more harder. And it's harder to find fighters in my weight.
Okay, and I want to ask you this because I've heard from female fighters, a lot of them, they say that they don't get promoted right in the U.S., they don't get paid right over here, they don't get enough promotion, so they go actually over to Mexico to fight, and they say that they get treated right over there, they get promoted right, and they get paid more. So why, as a female fighter coming from Mexico to the U.S., why wouldn't you just stay in Mexico and fight longer over there and earn more money and be promoted better over there?
They do pay more here. Yeah. And I get promoted, yes. A lot faster than in Mexico.
So you do get paid better here in the U.S. and promoted better here?
Yes.
Okay. That's funny because the women from the U.S. tell me they tell me the opposite, that they like fighting in Mexico because they get paid more.
It depends on the promoter. Most of the times, I make as much as a man would make.
Okay. So, what type of amateur career did you have?
14 fights.
14 fights?
Yes. 7.
Okay.
All my fights were in Juarez. And I think two fights here in El Paso, Texas.
Okay. So tell me, how did you get involved in boxing to begin with?
Because my father was a boxer, and he always wanted a son or daughter who practiced that same sport.
Okay. So now how long have you been living in Texas and training?
I have 9 years here living in El Paso.
Oh, so you've actually been here 9 years, but you just did your U.S. debut recently. Why is that?
My pro debut was in Juarez in Mexico last year.
Okay. So, like I said, just recently you had the U.S. debut. So, do you have another fight possibly coming up soon, maybe this summer in the U.S.?
Yeah. My next fight is July 3rd.
Say that again?
July 3rd in El Paso, Texas. So next month.
Oh, okay. Did you say June 3rd?
July.
Oh, July 3rd. And who is your opponent?
No, not this time.
Oh, okay. So, do you have any type of habits or rituals or things that you need to do before a fight?
I prepare myself physically, emotionally, and mentally, and spiritual.
Okay. If you weren't a pro boxer, what type of profession do you think you'd be in?
Police, yeah, police. She would want to be a police officer.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So, who are your influences in the sport of boxing, female or male?
Yeah, Jackie Nava and Guerrera Torres from Mexico.
Okay. Is there any favorite activities that you have outside of the sport of boxing that have nothing to do with the sport?
Oh, I like to spend quality time with my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Run every morning with my coach.
So now you said that now that you've been here, you feel that you get paid better here and promoted better here, but I know some of the female boxers feel that they don't. So what do you think as a boxing community in the U.S. that we can do to promote the female boxers better?
What I feel here in the U.S. or in El Paso is that they're lacking women boxers here. I like to put out a show. I bring people over. I make sure that I get the support that I need from my fans and from the people that I was born with and raised with in Mexico.
Okay, so I'm sure you're aware, and I'm sure your trainers and stuff are aware that Al Heyman and Greg Cohen now have brought boxing back to the national networks, and they've showcased some female fighters on the shows as well just this past weekend. So do you think that's going to possibly open up a door for you? And have you been contacted by either one of these guys to possibly be on one of their shows?
No, I didn't get any calls or any contacts from anybody in reference to the national boxing. Unfortunately, the amateur boxing didn't give me the support that I was waiting and looking forward to. And I went to a national event.
Okay.
Or state event.
So how has boxing affected your life overall so far?
I feel it's in my blood. I like the rush and the adrenaline that I get through my body once I start either to train and start competing, and once I find out who my opponent is, it gives me that rush and the strength to move forward.
But I mean, since you've been a boxer, all these years though, what has boxing done for you?
What my dad was looking for, I feel that I have not that he supported me in the sport that he wanted, and I'm making the wish that he wanted, that he couldn't make, that I'm making it for him, and that's a big accomplishment. I believe that I was born to do this.
Okay.
In my heart.
So what type of goals have you set for yourself in this sport? What do you want to accomplish?
My biggest goal is to be the world champion. That's my goal.
All right, well, listen, I'm going to end the interview on that note. I appreciate you taking the time and talking to me, and it's an honor to interview you, and I'm going to try to follow your career and see where you go, and I hope you win that world title. And before we end, would you like to say anything to your supporters here in the U.S. or over in Mexico that have been following your career?
Thank you to my fans in the U.S. and in Mexico for your support. I will do everything to the best of my knowledge to not put you down.
All right. And with that, the truth has spoken.